Well, hey guys, how's it going? Today, me and Bougie are going for a little boat ride. Headed down to the swamp. This will be her first boat ride with a motor. I've had her in a paddle boat where I just paddled around. She did okay, but this will be our very first boat ride. So stay tuned. This is going to be great. We got to put the boat in the water, then get her, and then put her in the boat. Show her how to get in the boat. Been doing a little work on where to place in the boat in the backyard, but it's all going to be new to her. I expect her to fail, so I'm gonna have to be very, very patient, and we'll just see what happens. Anyway, enjoy the ride. We're gonna have some fun. All right, guys, we're down here at the Sparkleberry Landing, Sparkleberry Swamp, down here in South Carolina, and today is going to be a lot of firsts for Bougie. Number one, this will be our first time in what I call natural water. I mean, you may have seen on some of the TikToks and stuff that I've done, or even on YouTube, that she was running around playing in a mud puddle in the backyard. That's one thing. But this is an actual swamp. It's the first time in it. She's taken to it. She is in the water, having a great time. We are going to be putting her in a boat for the first time. Now, well, this will be the second time in a boat, but the first time with a motor. So that's what we're looking at right now. Gonna put her in the boat, gonna see how she acts. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna show her place in the boat, and that kind of thing. I had to give her a little bump. She's over there in the, I don't want to get her too far away from me, but she's coming along. So it's just going to be one of those days. We're just going to be trial and error. I expect her to fail today, and that's okay. That's okay, because we're gonna teach her to like the boat, to like the water, and to have a good time. So let's start working on this. See y'all. Here, place. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Place. That's your spot right there. But the other reason we're out here is I wanted to do a video on Bougie herself and some of the most asked questions that I get. The number one question that I get is, why a German Wirehair pointer? And the simple answer is, they're unusual. These dogs are very versatile. They got that like beard like I do, and people will turn and look and go, wow, what is that? Is that a German Wirehair? Yeah. In a duck blind? Yeah. You know, we see them all the time in fields hunting chuckers and pheasants and quail. You don't see them that often in a duck blind. Now, I'm not saying there's none. I'm saying you just don't see it that often. They're not as prevalent as say a lab or a golden or a Chesapeake, even my home state dog of a Boykin. You see them everywhere, but you very rarely see a German Wirehair, and that is the main reason, because it's something unusual, something that nobody has ever seen before. And like I said, they're a very, very versatile dog. They can hunt upland birds, they can hunt waterfowl, they can chase rabbits, they can retrieve rabbits, they can do a whole lot of things. And that's what they were bred to do, is the gunner shoots, kills the animal, and the dog goes and gets it. Whatever it is, brings it back, or goes and at least finds it. And that is the biggest question. That is the one question that I get all the time, why a German Wirehair? Second question is how's she doing? Well, she's gonna be 5 months old in July. By the time you see this video, she will be 5 months old, and she's coming along. We are taking our time with her. I'm working her about twice a day on sit, hear, lay, and place. There are some retrieves. I'm quite sure you've seen a few of my videos where she's actually retrieving, but we're not really hammering down on that right now. Right now it's all about obedience. This month of when July rolls around, I'm going to start her on the whistle. So it'll be verbal, whistle, and of course we're using an e-collar as well. And with all these tools, I'll be able to turn her into the dog that I want. I'm not going to try to make her a master champion. I'm not going to run her any field trials. I want a buddy to hunt with. I want a friend that goes and gets my ducks when I shoot them and brings them back to me. But I also want them to be obedient. One thing I just do not like is a dog that breaks too early, or a dog that runs up and down the boat, up and down, up and down, up and down. Because if you're hunting in a boat, or if you're hunting in a blind, that dog's running back and forth, it's knocking over guns, it's running over people. There's a lot of danger involved in that, guns going off, and things can happen, bad things can happen. So I want a very obedient dog. So we are really stressing up until probably August, we are stressing obedience, and I'm going to keep that up and keep that up. Now there will be some playtime, bumpers thrown, getting her in the water and whatnot, and doing that kind of stuff, running through decoys and in the yard, and hopefully in the water soon. But I'm not really going to stress that much of retrieving right now. I am going to force fetch her, so I want to get her force fetched before we start on the seriousness of retrieving. So right now it's just playtime. If she brings it back, she brings it. If she doesn't bring it back, I take it from her and we end that session. If she does bring it back, she's getting a lot of praises and that kind of thing. I am placing her in the boat. I am placing her on two different types of dog stands. At the house, I'm placing her in her little bed that we have in the living room. She doesn't stay there very long. but she's learning, and there's about the second asked question that I have is how's she doing? And the third most asked question that I get is, are you going to hunt her for quail, upland birds? And the answer, simple, yes. Now come September, I'll have her in some dove fields, hopefully some private stuff that I'm trying to line up so there's not a lot of shooting, stuff where I can actually work, maybe sit beside somebody and have them shoot the doves, and then try to get her to go get them. That's going to come in September. Hopefully by then she'll be force fetched and she'll be running drills. Yeah, I'm gonna hunt her. At least take her out for the experience. If she does, she does. If she doesn't, that's cool too. Again, she's all learning. Remember something, guys, when you're training your dogs, and I am no professional trainer, so let me get that out of the way real quick. I'm not a professional. But you got to take your time. If they don't know, they don't know. And you can't lose your patience with them. You've got to take them and let them experience as much as you can before the hunts. And even on some hunts, you got to take them and leave your gun at home. It's things you got to do if you want a good gun dog later on in the year. But we are planning on hunting her in September on some early doves. We're planning on hunting her in October for some early ducks in certain states. So we are going to hunt her. Now, come the end of January, I am hoping to take a trip to Kentucky to real good friends of mine who are also YouTubers, the Binkno Bunch. I've hunted with them in the past. I may have a little flag here for some of the hunts that we had, or I may just leave something in the description below. But anyway, we've had some really good hunts out there. But Jay Binknell is a professional dog trainer, and I am going to take her out there, and he is going to work on her as far as the upland stuff goes with quail and chukar and pheasants. Because number one, I haven't done it in such a long time, and number two, I'm not any good at it. So I mean, it's just being honest. I'm not really good at it. So I don't want to mess her up. I don't want to do something wrong. So I'm going to take her for a couple, 3 months, drop her off when we do this duck hunt up there, and then go back and pick her up in a couple of months. And he says she should be fine by then, in all hopes. So that's what we're going to do. And those are the 3 most asked questions that I get on Bougie. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can email me at daddyduck365@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, or actually put it up on another video as well. Here. Pick him up. Pick him up. Good girl. Good girl. Look at you swimming. Oh, that's such a good girl. Look at you swimming. Yeah. 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 Oh. Hey. Look at you swim. Oh, that's a good girl. Look at you swimming. Yeah. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. Well, as you can see, there was a lot of firsts today. Our first boat ride, our actual first water retrieve. She swam for the first time today. We played in the water. We've been on boat rides. We've had a great time. We've been drinking water and eating peanut butter crackers. So, listen, if you haven't already, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see when it comes to Bougie. We'll see y'all next time. Daddy Duck 365.